So first and foremost, I use the word experience a couple times. Let me just explain what is customer experience. Customer experience, it's actually not something you do as a business. Customer experience is something people have as a result of all the things you do. So I define it as it's the perception that a customer has after interacting with your brand, with your business, with your team, right? And so when you think about personalization, personalization is one aspect of customer experience that matters so much. Think about this. When you come into a retail store, I'm going to go into your store, I'm going to buy something. You interact with the salesperson and there's a conversation one-on-one, right? And if I know you and I call you by name, it feels even better. When we're online, where you teach digital marketing strategies and stuff, right? We're online, we don't have that personal interaction. So how do we make people feel special? Right? If we're not thinking about that, otherwise it's just everyone's the same. And I could go someplace else where people do make me feel special. The way you make people feel is what their experience is, right? Experience is how people feel. And so when you have an online business, it's even more important to be mindful of how do we custom tailor the experience for individuals so that they feel that you're talking just to them, so that they feel that you want and desire that relationship with them, right? And so what we want to do in all these interactions is we want people to feel special. And I believe that your experience that your business has, the experience that people have with your business, that is what differentiates you. It is, we call it like your fingerprint. It's what makes you unique. Nobody else has the same fingerprint as you. Nobody else, no other business has the same experience that your business has for people. And so as you think about your customers, you want to deeply understand them so that you can start to tailor things. So it starts out with little things. For example, you might, instead of sending an email like, hello, friend, you might actually say, hey, first name, and put their first name in there, right? That's the basics, right? And most people are doing that nowadays because it's so easy. Years ago, that was special. Now it's not. So now it's about how do you know more about them? How do you segment your customers so that the content in your email is specific to different kinds of groups of people? Like you have to know your customer on a deeper level so that you can tailor that experience. So for example, in my business, we have about 7 different avatars. Now that's a lot. That's a lot. I can even group them up a little bit higher into like 3 primary avatars. And so what I do is when I send out content to people, I send out an email or I send a note to somebody, I'm speaking to them based on what I know about them. So you're wondering, how did I learn about them, right? I learn about them through surveys, through the behaviors, like what do they click on my website? What do they opt in to receive information on? What email subject lines do they open versus ones that I send that they don't open? I start to learn about where their interests are and what they most want to know. And then I start to personalize their journey by only sending them things that I know that they're going to be interested in. So all of a sudden they start to feel like, wow, Jason's really connecting with me. Like he understands me and all of his stuff's amazing. Well, I'm not sending them the stuff that they're not going to appreciate, right? I'm only sending them the stuff that they will appreciate, because I understand who they are and I've taken the time to know them, right? And so that's how I start to think about personalization in your business.